Hey everyone, and welcome to the Unreal Engine weekly live stream. As you can see, we are on this magnificent new stage. Some of y'all got a sneak peek of that last week while I was running around maniacally streaming from my laptop. That was awesome. But here we are with all these new lights and monitors. There's even a logo up there for your viewing pleasure, and some new comfortable couches and all that other fun stuff. So welcome. Today we've got our good friends from Mpact Games. We got Matt and Connor. So thanks for coming up from Atlanta.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
Yeah, really glad to have you here. We're going to be talking over their game, Hanako, Soul of the Samurai. If I swallow a lot or if I cough my face out, it's because I'm getting over a cold. I almost didn't make it in today, so bear with me while I work through a lot of that. So, yeah. With that, we'll hop over to the news. Shelly, can you cut us over? Great. So, there they are, the coughs. Each week we get new Marketplace content releases out to you guys. This week is like every other except for that one that we didn't. And I'm seeing this for the first time today since the blog just made it up and I just got back in town. So let's see what John's got for us. We've got Tower Defense and MOBA by manufacturer K4, a Tropical Island Low Poly by Brainbox and Environments. Materials and Textures, we've got a Quixel Wasteland pack by Quixel. With the weapons, we've got Weapons Pack Assault Rifles by Polypixel. FX, we've got HD Particle Pack by DC. Not the comics, probably. They probably didn't submit those things. Oh, and that is a wicked guitar. That is a BC Rich Warlock. Anyway, Short Metal Clips by Alchemy Studio. That is the most metal image I think I've seen today.
There you go.
Anyway, awesome. So all those items are available for you to go pull today via the Epic Games launcher. So buy them and use them in your games. All right, so learning resources update. Lauren sent these things over to me this morning so we could talk about all the fun new things that have come out in the last couple weeks as far as learning resources go. We've got a number of new C++ programming tutorials, beginner and intermediate. We've got, so yeah, everybody's probably familiar with our first person and third person templates. There are some new like take it one step further type ideas that we've built into our documentation as well. So those are now, those extension tutorials are actually in our documentation as well with that lovely new sidebar. I'm a big fan of the sidebar, y'all. Have y'all used the sidebar yet?
I have used the sidebar.
You have?
Yeah, I have.
All right.
It's fantastic.
Great. What would you rate? Like 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10 sounds
Awesome.
fantastic.
Great. Cool. With that, you may have seen we've got HTML5 deployment in version 4.7. And with that, we've got a Getting Started Developing HTML5 Projects Getting Started guide. So you can hop in there. Actually, one of the game jam entries was an HTML5 game. I know that we have like the whole has to be Mac or Windows build like rule in there, but let this one slide because it's pretty rad. It's the first one that I've seen roll across my plate. So if you're interested in developing Unreal Engine games for the web, definitely go check that out. Dun, dun, dun. All right, and yeah, we've done some extensive edits to the networking and multiplayer documents as well. So I wish I could go through a lot of that stuff and tell you what's going on in there, but I don't have all the info because there's a lot of incremental little tiny things that we've changed from top to bottom. So definitely check that out if networking is in your future, like Hanako. Are you like, thanks, interesting. I'm like, taking notes over here.
Email our programmer immediately.
Yeah. On top of that, we've got let's see, upcoming C++ gameplay example series from Tom Lumen. So Tom is working a lot more closely with us now. We've got him building some learning resources and content for Epic. A lot of these things are going to be built out, so each of these modules is going to be built out every 2 weeks. We're kicking off the first one, I believe tomorrow, and it should be available next Friday. And we're going to do that over the next 12 weeks. So there'll be 6 full C++ gameplay examples for you to go and pull. He's building them all in a public repository on GitHub while we work out some of the bits around Launcher to get this into the Learn tab. Once it's all finished, it should be past 4.8 time frame. I'm not exactly sure when 4.8 time frame is, just to be clear there, but it should be right past that at some point. And at that point, we'll be bringing those from that GitHub into the Learn tab. You'll be able to pull down all the content, go through a lot of the documentation, and kind of see all the cool stuff that Tom's doing. So we've got a main thread on this and announcements and releases. Each new module is going to take a new thread in there as well as, and the original post will be updated with that. So really great stuff from Tom. Tom's a smart dude, working on really cool stuff already, and this is just something else that we're working with him on, and we're really excited about it. Thanks, Tom. All right, so yeah, we didn't really cover this in the stream last week, but 4.7.3 hotfix went live. We didn't cover it on the stream last week because we really barely had any news. I was seriously sitting on the ground right there with my laptop showing the stage, and then I disappeared in like 6 minutes. People were like, is there a stream? I'm like, kinda. So 4.7.3 is live. There is a hotfix thread that kind of shows a lot of the crash fixes that were handled in it. And on that topic, Steven had posted in the main, where is it? Yeah, in the main 4.7 release thread that we're currently preparing a 4.7.4 hotfix. So more fixes are coming for 4.7. You'll probably see that roll out in the next week or so. Yeah, there's some more information here on the forums on the screen. And yeah, so watch out for that. More info to come. And let's see. Oh gosh, I can't mouse right now. Okay, sorry for the coughs, y'all. So another thing that's really cool that's happening out of our UK office is the Wellcome Trust and Epic Games have launched a Big Data VR challenge. I basically just read the headline there, but essentially it's, I think, if I can find the number, yeah, it's a $20,000 grand prize for winning teams that are coming together to try to solve the problem of visualizing a lot of data. Like we're talking big data, you know, like lots of stuff that's nearly impossible for humans to parse through, and using Unreal Engine and virtual reality to make that actually happen. So there's more details on the website here, but we're kicking that off. Let's see, when does the kick off for it? Oh yeah, applications are being collected, and we're going to close that at midnight on the 31st. So window's kind of closing there, but we're really excited to see what kind of cool projects the teams can put together for this. Really, really cool. And I got to give a shout out to Rama. If you're familiar with Rama, you know that he is all things C++, helping out. He's multi-engine contributor. He's all over the place on our forums, on Answer Hub. Super helpful to a lot of people. He's been working on an AI pathing system for quite some time, and he just added the AI jumping system in here. So I'm just going to scrub through the video real quick. If it'll load. Oh, yeah, there we go. So this is all nav mesh driven. Let me see if I can get back here. It's all driven by a nav mesh, and it's you basically put it down there. Your AI classes can actually know where they can run to jump. Like you see that guy down there, he's moving, and he sees the green on the ledge. He knows he can jump up to that ledge. Connor is Mr. Burnsing with his hands right now.
I am. This is excellent. Excellent. Bots 3.0.
But yeah, really cool stuff. So Ram has been working on this plugin for quite some time. There's a full thread on it. You can follow along, and you can pull down the info from the wiki there too. So really cool stuff. Sorry for the coughs again, everyone. All right, last little bit of news that we've got is we just announced 3 new Unreal Dev Grants. So if you're new with us and you're not familiar with the Dev Grants program, Epic Games, we have put together a $5 million fund to send grants to teams working on really cool stuff in Unreal Engine. So people are submitting through Unreal Dev Grants at unrealengine.com. There's a landing page for it on our website. If you're working on something cool, go ahead and apply there. Just send your information in, and we'll get into the queue to have a look at. And today we've got 3 more to announce. So first up is sorry again for the coughs. A 404 site from Retro Yeti Games. They've built a kind of runner game that's a little robot unicorn attack. It's a little Mirror's Edge. It's a little everything. It's a lot of fun, and they met, I believe, in college, and they're out in Salt Lake City, I believe. I don't have all the info right in front of me, but they're getting a grant for $13,000. Adrift from 310, the Lost in Space, essentially simulation game.
Awesome.
Terrifying.
There you go.
It's not like Lost in Space, but you're an astronaut in space floating around. We had them out with GDC. They're getting a grant for $15,000. And Storm United from Pixel Beam is working on a really cool multiplayer shooter, and they're getting a grant for $10,000. So we're gonna have a blog post about this with all the information where you can find out different things about each individual project and all the little bits there. That'll be out soon. There should be a media blast that's come out in a couple of newsletters as well. So take a look out for that. Congratulations to all the team, and keep on submitting. We're seeing some really great stuff. All right, with that, let's hop over to the community spotlight, which is the game jam results. Shelly, can you load the video? I don't have to click anything.
And
Amazing, so much fun. It's like reverse Pac-Man. You release the ghost and he gets Pac-Man. This one's kind of terrifying. Those guys are chasing you, they catch you, you die.
Kind of reminds you of bots just chasing you down.
Really enjoyed that, like the space one, trying to like, oh gosh, hang on, no, I think there's a lot of horror games this time too. It really freaked me out. I'm playing these last night, recording these videos, sick, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not gonna sleep at all tonight.
This one's really cool. I really liked looking at
Yeah,
that.
that looks great.
That's a great name.
Bruce Ball
Yeah. Is that a chess piece?
It looks like a pawn of some sorts. This is what it's like to. I only wish that you could reach up and tip glasses on
Yeah.
tables. Yeah. It's one of the winners from the last one there. They had a really cool game where you go inside. Actually, this one's really sad too. You're a puppy that's chained up, and at night you dream about escaping.
A lot of emotional games these days.
Yeah. Freedom Simulator needs more work.
Gravity.
I love that blue guy's in so many things.
It was 48-hour challenge, right?
This is 72 and change.
72?
It's 3 days. We kick it off on the stream. So
really
it's like
impressive.
3 o'clock on 3 o'clock latest on Thursday through Sunday night.
Is there like an overall challenge?
Was it
like
set-
a theme
set
to
it
the
free?
challenge?
Set
Yeah,
it
yeah.
free?
There's a theme each month. This one was set it free. So you have 41 submissions this
Oh,
time.
wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I know the video for these is actually getting to the point where it's
Set them free. There you go. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, these are fantastic.
The videos are getting to the point where they're getting just too long for the music I have for it, so I have to go in and start trimming off like quarter of a second from each of them so I can fit it all in.
And anyone can just do these. They have to just submit to the website before the
Yep.
time is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
And we're actually pretty lenient on the time even too. Like if it's one of those, as long as it's on my desk by 9 a.m. on Monday, type deal. Sunday night counts. But no, that one scared the crap out of me.
Oh yeah.
I did not expect that.
It's like those 1990s web links, like, hey, find the thing in the room, and then the face pops up.
Yes. Yeah, where you're like looking really, really close,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't talk about this anymore, do we, Shelley? Those terrible things from being children. The best was though, like about 10 years later when they started filming other people doing it, and then that just got really popular on YouTube.
It did. I think my favorite one is still this little kid like really freaks out when his dad shows it to him. Jumps out from the chair backwards and everything.
Yeah, headphones are on, pulls like stuff off the desk. Secret butterfly. Windows no editor too. A little bit of glitching, probably for my video. I'm so sorry, Shelley, for clipping your mic. Woo! Awesome. So thanks everybody for submitting. There was a lot of really fun games to play through there. There are, submissions of all types, some platformers, some shooters, some create this thing, tower defense type things. We always see a lot of really fun stuff, and this is like our 7th jam now, and yeah, it's just consistently cool stuff. There's a lot of repeat, offenders that roll through, and they're serial jammers, if you will, and
Yeah.
a lot of the guys that have won in the past that submitted for this one too. So let's go ahead and hop into the 3 finalists for this month, and we'll play their games real quick, and then we'll hop over to feature presentation.
Sweet.
So first up, we've got. Hopefully, this shortcut isn't broken.
Oh, sweet. There's a Death Vigil fan.
All right. So the first game we've got up is Freedom Code by Mpcat and Swed, and I believe these guys have won before this team. I know Mpcat has worked with 2 different other people. I think the other one's Slizuski, and this one is gosh, it's just great. I'm just gonna hop into it. So first off, we've got this really baller 80s retro setup here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everything is super rad.
I need my techno beat right now.
The only thing, can you hear music? Is it great? Yeah, I know. I remember playing and recording last night, and it's like
You guys are making me jealous. I want to hear music now.
Yeah.
See, okay, so I'm not really good at platforming apparently, and I was deleted.
Oh, they delete?
They delete you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm code, and I'm trying to get free, right? So
That's awesome.
So you're not a
Trying-
user, you're a programmer.
So check it out. Trying to get to that obelisk of destruction up there. And then I show up to, boom, arcade cabinet. It is pretty meta. The crazy thing that you guys off camera can't see is I'm actually playing this on an arcade machine. That's a lie. That's totally not true. Alright. And then here, you can pick up abilities. However, you can only have one at a time. Oh gosh. I must decide, do I want this or do I not? Boom! Now I've got something that can shoot green dollars. If I could only... There we go. Alright. Level 2. Apparently someone thinks I'm more MLG than Aller is. If y'all don't know, so Michael Aller is a great guy in our community, engine contributor, another programmer. When the streams end at midnight, he starts downloading the games. I'm sorry, when the jam ends, he starts downloading the games and streaming them all. It takes him like 8 hours to play through them all, and so by the next morning, you know, I try to stay up with him normally. I was out of town this last week, but I try to stay up with him as long as I can, and it's always like 4 o'clock where I pass out at my computer in bed, and I get an email later. It's like, Bing, Aller is still streaming. You should have done it. I was like, oh my gosh, how does he do this? But yeah, Aller just called me out. Play insane mode. Get off this easy mode. Go insane. So, hop on this little dude.
Oh, nice little jump
Anyway.
pads.
So yeah, there's a bit more game here as well as insane mode, but I think that pretty much covers it. So congratulations, guys. Really, really cool stuff there. Freedom Code by Mpcat and Swed. Second one we've got up here is... Where are you? Mazed by Dallas. There you go. Boom. All right, so Mazed has got a very simple aesthetic, very clean, very like Portal-esque, if you will, but you're trying to escape this maze. Now, the cool thing about this is, well, one thing, you do move a little slow, so I'm going to try to just get through here. So the cool thing is, yeah, you see this little ramp right there?
Mm-hmm.
The gravity actually changes with me.
Oh, awesome.
So, or sorry, my relational gravity changes, but everything else
Right.
stays the same.
Oh, cool.
As to where it was. So now I'm on what was just the ceiling, and it's like, okay, great, I got it. You know, it's laid out well, it's designed well that I can learn that this first level. But then you start doing puzzles where you have to put a cube on a switch, and then you have to maybe go back upside down, but the cube stays where it was on the switch. It doesn't change gravity for the cube. So if I take one with me, though, it comes with me around, and it keeps whatever I had left. So, like here, this room, it's like, okay, what do I gotta do? I can come down here. Oh, that's not gonna get me anywhere. I'm probably gonna fail so hard at this. Can I jump off? Oh, I sure can. Don't die. Oh, good. No fall damage. I had that moment of like Metroid Prime, you know, when
Yeah.
Samus has got some significant, you know,
Oh,
space
definitely,
before
yeah.
she actually has fall damage. But you can tell it's like, it's been like 3 seconds. I'm probably going to die on this one. Yeah, this last stream, my lack of sleep got to me because several of the games were really long, like Freedom Code. So, all right. So now here, this is like, here's where we get into some of the puzzle work. All right. See, I've got to decide what wall is going to get me where I need to go. So I'm going to start this way. The mind bending. If I didn't already have a headache from coughing, I would probably get one here from just sheer what? Did I just lose? No, I don't think so. Maybe. I may have just lost.
I don't even know where you are anymore.
I may have bugged it. No, I didn't. Cool. That's not going to help. Oh gosh. I just want to get to the cube level. Come on, cube. Where's my cube? I'm making all the mistakes. Oh goodness. There we go. All right. Come with me, cube. There you go. Look at all them triangles. All right. And we'll do one more. All right, so like right here, check it out. So you think, all right, cube down here. That's, ooh, wait. Oh gosh. Now I have decisions to make. Let's start over here. The less obvious decision is usually like, no, stay on the thing, cube. Ah, yeah, I had one back here. I will be taking that, thank you.
I would have loved to see them coming up with a level design for this.
Dude, can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh man.
I know that's where like, so I love games like Portal, and I love designing games, and so I made a few Portal 2 maps, and I was like, this is so much fun. And then afterwards, you're like, all right, man, let's make something really complex. And about halfway through, you can't even figure out what you did like 16 steps ago. But yeah, so like now that door's open, cube's still on the ceiling. Anyway, really cool stuff. So
Yeah, this is really awesome.
yeah, big fan. Oh yeah, so now that that cube's on the ceiling, I can go back and grab the first one, you know, and put it back on that and continue on. So awesome, awesome game. Big fan. All right, so that's Maze by Dallas. Dun, 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 dun. And the last one we've got here is, okay, Shelly, real quick, which camera am I? Am I 2?
Yeah,
Great. Okay, perfect. I had to put my little you moved the sign. Sorry. New stage, trying to figure out where everything is. Cool. All right, last one we got here is, oh wait. Here we go. Crypto Cow by Got Beef. Oh no, it's great. It's really great. The sound, yeah. All right, so cows have been abducted by aliens, and now I have to, as the I'll beat bovine intervention because it gives me a lot of time and it gives me the most letters. So there's a cow that shows up here, and I have 3 guesses to figure out what the message actually is. I'm really bad at this. I spent hours last night trying to figure this out. But so we use this code up top here and try to figure out what it's trying to say. So we got an E here, E here. Let's go through and see if we can get an E. No more E's. Great. Thanks, Vanna. Let's see. And then O's. So this last word is O. O. A. Uh-oh. O. O. A. Oh gosh. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Alright, so as I can push I think it's the enter key, and it burns out and it shows me which ones are correct and incorrect. So this last one's not a thing. And this isn't an A yet. But that looks like the A letter.
S at the end? The very, very end?
Let's see if that turns into an S. I'm gonna change these two as well. It's not. Okay. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. I'm gonna lose this cow. Alright, Catherine. Oh wait. Maybe blood? Oh! What? No, hang on. Sorry. Oh, it's not even close. Oh, no. No. Alright, let's try this next cow. Hopefully he has a little better luck than the one before him. Alright, I. Pretty sure that's I. Okay. Bio. Oh, there is no spoon. No! The guys in the chat figured it out. Okay. So
I am.
Yeah. I am a. Something A. Where's the? They gave me a T. Oh, there it is. I am a T A. Wait, I solved this one before, so it's not fair. Because I remember this. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Boom. Save that cow. Oh, wait, no. It's not love. What is it?
Like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. The cows have been freed with telekinesis.
Boom. And all because you love tacos.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
It is.
Oh, man. All right. Well. Congratulate! Hey, a picture in picture of myself there. No, it's all good. So, congratulations to all the winners. We're still my microphone cable. We are still getting caught up on the. Or I have to go through and pull all the submissions from the Game Jam T-shirt design contest. But we're catching up on all that stuff. Thanks again for October and November, December, and January and February that have been patient enough to wait to get your rewards for the jam. But yeah, all three winners will be receiving an epic swag pack for each member on their team, including a special Game Jam T-shirt to be determined. So look out for that soon. I'll reach out to everybody on that, and look out for next week's jam. We're probably going to announce it next week and kick it off on the 9th, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so sorry about that. With that, we can get over to the meat of the conversation. Hi.
Hi, Chance.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Epic. So, Hanako, you guys are Mpact Games from Atlanta, Georgia, and from the rest of the world too, it seems, right? So tell us a little bit about you guys and then your team.
Well, how we got started in 2007, my mom passed away, and I decided I wanted to make a project to honor her memory. And I just started like core curriculum and game design classes, and I had classes with Connor. And I knew.
So y'all met each other in school?
Yeah.
Wait, what school?
SCAD.
Oh, y'all went to SCAD. Okay, cool.
And
Atlanta campus.
Yeah, Atlanta campus.
Atlanta campus.
And
Star.
And we had a class together, and he always did like Japanese themed art and a lot of stuff. And I approached him. We didn't really like each other at first.
No.
And I was like, "Hey man, do you want to start this project with me? Like, here's the idea, and here's what I want to do this thing with Samurai," and kind of dedicated it.
He kind of knew I had a thing for samurais when he saw my legs.
Yeah, he
He
had,
was like, oh, okay, yeah, we
had
could be best
samurai
buddies now.
tattoos.
I knew a guy that had two, one on each of his caps. When he walked, they were like clinging
Oh,
swords.
I do. I have a ninja on the other side. He's actually he's actually stalking the samurai. He's at the top of the bamboo stalks.
Your legs, sir.
I lost my mic.
They tell a story.
So
do.
I was like, this guy's caps. He needs to work on my project.
Yeah. You're like, hey, I don't know if you know anything about what I'm doing, but you have to come with me.
Yeah. So we emailed Georgia Tech looking for programmers here right across the 75-85, and only one responded, Ajani Thomas, and that was kind of like became our.
He's the programmer that's done some streaming C++ work with us. Yeah. So y'all may have seen us like tweet about that or even mention it here on the stream. But Johnny Thomas, and where is he located?
In Atlanta, but he's
Ajani's actually my roommate.
Okay. So he's located in your house.
Yes, he's located in my house. Currently, he's in Boston doing some work, but when he's
gotcha.
not there, he's in Atlanta.
Cool. Awesome. So, and you've got other parts of your team is kind of distributed as well too, right? Like you've got other people in other places, or y'all all in Atlanta?
No, we're in Atlanta. We've got a team member in Texas, one in Canada, one in Europe.
Yeah.
So we're a little spread out.
Yeah, 3 different currencies and
there you go.
Many time zones.
Exactly. That's the fun part. Different time zones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just telling y'all earlier. I've got an 8 p.m. meeting tonight. Yeah, the best. Well, cool. Forgive my coughness. I don't think I'm contagious.
It's okay. We just need the elbow handshake.
Cool. So what do you guys do currently on Hanako? Like you're basically the project lead and the everything lead, right? Because it was originally your brainchild, right?
Yeah, I oversee creative and art direction and do the environment art.
Okay.
And then Connor, myself, and Ajani, we kind of split design up, and we have really awesome design discussions, and it's great because we all have 3 very different backgrounds, and they're all complementary. So I see things away, and then Connor sees things away, and then Ajani usually is like mediator, or it alternates, and it's not, and they're always super productive discussions. Like we've never gotten in like a super heated like, no, like forget you guys. It's like it always ends up being like a way better idea than what
we're really creative. He's really analytical, so it all meets in the middle to be like, this is how it's gonna work. Yeah, we'll come up with an idea, and then he'll go, how is this supposed to work?
Yeah, he might also be the voice of reason in the room too,
very
right?
Much,
it's like
very
you're painting outside of the lines pretty heavy.
Scope
right
creep
now.
is his big thing. He's like, scope creep, no.
Yeah. He has like a light. He hits a buzzer. You know.
His lightsaber. Yeah.
His lightsaber.
Yes.
You live with a man with a lightsaber.
We each have a set of lightsabers, battle ready.
Very well. Well, I heard about your other. Arsenal.
My arsenal.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So, cool. So your team's pretty small. A lot of people see that as a positive. A lot of people as a negative, just because you're resource constrained when you have fewer people around. But at the same time, you can have those discussions. Y'all can actually act as a committee because y'all are all have skin in the game. You may disagree, but there's very few others outside of y'all that kind of help drive those decisions, and so that's super cool. It's sometimes difficult to find a team that can work that well together and then still be bros and live with each other. Even,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Cool. So Hanako has been in development for quite some time. You built it originally in it's kind of like a passion project originally. Working on it outside of work in UE3 was it originally? Or?
Yeah, it started in UT3 as a mod in college, and then when UDK came out, we moved, and then right when UE4 went public last March, we decided to migrate. Okay. And that's kind of the latest iteration. I mean, once we kind of changed the name to Hanako Soul of the Samurai and kind of started back up in 2013, that was kind of the time where we kind of revamped our team, got new members, and started over, basically. Gotcha.
Yeah, so you've had like a lot of the design, or the overall like main backbone of design and what the gameplay wanted to be like, pretty much figured out for quite some time. And now you're working it into the tech and building a lot of the content around it and polishing and doing all those things. Because I've seen builds of this from the last, I guess, 6 months or so, and it's come such a long way.
Thank you.
From last summer, seeing some of the things and playing it over the last couple weeks or so. So it's taken a number of iterations, and you're finally bringing it all to a head now. I mean, you guys, tell us about Greenlit. I mean, it's a pretty cool story, yeah?
Greenlit was pretty awesome. I mean, we had a really good time going out there and getting that done. We got a lot of positive support.
Yeah, it was really unexpected because our team was really hesitant. Like, dude, it's the internet. They're going to tear us apart. It's Steam. Like, there's no way it's going to go well.
Plus, Greenlight's so up in the air as it is, right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, 9 days. We did it in 9 days. We got up to our official email.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean,
that's awesome.
We put it up and it was just like thousands of really positive comments, and it was really like, hey, you guys need to like clean up some things, but it looks pretty good. There wasn't any like horrible internet trolling or anything. It was super positive, very supportive.
Yeah, people understand the vision, and then they're at that point looking at, okay, polish. Like, yeah, you're here. Here are the things that you can kind of tighten up here and there. But I think that's a good point to get at Greenlit. A lot of people approach Greenlit a little too early, I think, or even a little too late. They don't even really need it. It's like your game is people are gonna buy your game. Somebody will publish that game. And so I think that's probably a good point for it. Like, what did y'all think about as far as when it was right to start Greenlit? Did y'all have like a bar that y'all wanted to meet, or?
Yes, we actually kind of wanted to do Greenlit and the Kickstarter around the same time. We figured, if we were ready to go Greenlit, we were almost ready to go all the way with any sort of funding, and it would be a good way to push the team and ourselves to, take that last leap into being in that territory of like a solid game that we could throw out there to the public.
Yeah. And then now it's out there, and so it's like, oh gosh.
Now it's out there, and every day you're like, oh, I hope people like it. Oh, I hope people like it.
It's kind of like we were going to do it at the same time originally, and then we thought, well, if we get greenlit before Kickstarter, then we know like the Steam kind of rewards giving people in-game stuff we'd already have the framework to do it, so we decided to do greenlight early. And that worked out super well. And then I think it helps the Kickstarter too, because it's like, oh, you guys are already greenlit.
Right.
And I think it helps establish our legitimacy.
Yeah, set some credence, right?
Like it helped us too as a team. I mean, we got a lot of good feedback. Like you said, we got some really core feedback about, we like the game, we love the concept, just a little bit more polished, and that drove the team on. Everyone got super excited about that. They were full of energy. Like, people love what we're doing. It needs a little bit more work, and we're good to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that in game development that race to the first playable. Once you have something to play, it's about, okay, let's all pick it apart. And then the minute you're comfortable letting other people pick it apart, especially people that would be potential, consumers for you at some point, that's actually like really powerful. It's terrifying. I mean, I've been there before. It's like it's like when I've done this in mobile before, where you soft launch in like another country, and it's like, oh no, shut it down. Like everything is wrong. But that's cool. I'm glad reception's been good. And you mentioned Kickstarter. You guys kicked off 2 days ago. What was that process like? I mean, because so you go through a lot of this. Like, you've got your game. You've talked about your game. You've been very open about development. You've been streaming development for quite some time. We've got you listed, in our active streamers. We've had you as community spotlight before. So people have known that your game exists. But then you have this rush to get it ready for Greenlight, and then you had this rush to get it ready for Kickstarter. Like, what are the differences there? Like, what did you have to do in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, getting ready for Kickstarter launch?
I mean, well, Greenlight to Kickstarter, a big difference was just the demo. We wanted to release a demo.
Yeah, because you have a demo, a downloadable demo with Kickstarter, so you don't have to. You don't have to pledge or anything or back. You can just go in and download and check out the game.
Yeah, it's on the Kickstarter page. I mean, we want the game to kind of speak for us. We don't want to type a bunch of stuff and say like, trust us, we'll make this game. We want people to be able to see it and be able to see our mechanics and our foundation. Like, it's a pre-alpha demo, but it's still, there's enough there to where the community can see oh, okay, we see where they're going with this. We really like this, and I think it'll help with backings too, and more confidence in their backings.
Definitely, I think that a lot of Kickstarters. We were talking about this at lunch earlier too. It's there's crowdfunding is fantastic because it is now a means for people to actually fund their projects and get financial help. But the problem is we're now to the point where there's been a lot of people that just failed. They're just like some big fluff things, and there's like the whole potato salad, and then there's there's other things too. But I think that having that out there as well is really huge for your credibility, because people are like, oh, this actually is a product that kind of already exists. I can just pull it down and there it is, right?
And as far as this working, I mean, the team, they banded together. We were doing everybody on the team. No matter what time zone, then we were pulling till like 4 a.m. their time zone for about 2 or 3 weeks straight while we were working on iterations of the demo to get it out there, and for some of the art that was going on the Kickstarter and things that we wanted to get done. So it was really good bonding team time. We really all came together.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best 2-week period of team bonding
cohesiveness.
And team chemistry. It was the most enjoyable time and the most difficult at the same time for me.
Oh yeah.
And I give all the credit to the team for their hard work.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job.
They completely made it happen. Like, we came up with a list. I'm like, this is ideal. I don't know if we can hit it, and they hit everything and then some, and I'm completely still blown away by what the team was able to accomplish.
Yeah, I think that's always a challenge, especially for when you're kind of bootstrapping it as a team, is setting goals for yourself and then keeping each other accountable to hit them. I've always found this is myself as like the bite off more than you can chew and chew it type deal. Like, you saying we're doing this Kickstarter at this point, it has to happen for these reasons. It's like, okay, now it's an unmovable bar. That thing is there. It's happening. So you've made that deadline, and so everyone bands together, and really goes after it, which is super, super awesome. Well, cool. Let's see if we can hop into microphone. Sorry. All right. So we've actually got a build of it running right now, and we've got Alan Noon and Jeff Wilson and Alexander Pascal all networked into a game right now. So we're gonna hop in and show a little bit of the the gameplay for Hanako, and yeah, just talk about some of the things that are there. So let the team know that we're hopping in.
Do us proud, Matthew.
Yeah.
Do us proud.
Yeah, I'm having Matt play because I'm really bad at Hanako so far. I get killed in the Kickstarter demo pretty quick.
That actually is not too bad. We were looking to make the demo challenging yet fun.
Yeah, we didn't want it to be too difficult.
That was actually the hardest part about the demo, was how difficult to make it.
Oh, just deciding on what is a good balance.
Right, between what was a good number of being able to ramp up in AI difficulty and letting players learn the game.
Click over on the screen. Alt-tab it, see if it lets you over. Did we break it?
You broke Epic.
High score did I break?
Yeah, oh yeah, so Shelly's going to kick over the Kickstarter video while we're launching the build here. Technology. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, some of my favorite shots are coming up in the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I usually play the green guys, the Yamai, the bad guys. So me and Matt try to have epic duels as often as possible.
Yeah, so with that, you've got different classes, different. Do you have different weapons? Yeah, you have the archery. You've got sword, hiding in the bushes. This is my favorite thing.
That's actually one of my favorite scenes. And we have plans for a couple other classes too that are on the Kickstarter.
Yeah, every class has a distinct weapon and a distinct skill tree and different abilities they can choose from. And then each class will also have the ability to choose a second weapon if they want to. There's kind of three branches. One is like they mastered their existing weapon.
Yeah.
The next branch is they get a new weapon that's kind of more elite.
Got it.
And then they have like kind of like a support line.
All right. Hanako, Soul of the Samurai.
Looks like the server just dropped.
Oh no. I'll ping Alan.
I could hop in a demo in the meantime, maybe.
Just go ahead and try to launch it one more time. Let's just see if we can.
From the shortcut?
Yeah.
Okay, let me close it really quick.
Oh yeah, he said that he had to restart it.
Okay.
He's back up now.
Okay, there
Great,
we go.
back in.
Oh, there's dudes.
Yeah, so that's Alan.
Should we tell them about both the clans a little bit? Give them.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so you know they're playing. You'll see two clans in the game. The red clan is our main clan. That's the Hanako clan, the one the game's named after. And they are your standard good guys, you know, all around good guys. And then you have the green armored bad guys. Those are the Yamai clan, and they are your all out for blood, fire, and war to change the country type of people. So it's essentially what you'll be doing in campaign is playing against each other.
Okay.
And what we're calling like a tug of war kind of style match. You'll start in the middle.
Which is
There's
this
a total.
map.
It's this map. There's a total of 7 maps, and depending on who wins, you'll be pushed back or forward on the map line.
Oh, okay.
And in order to win, you have to push your opponents all the way back to the end of their map line and defeat them in their castle, killing their leader.
So it's kind of like this. Really, you're not capturing territories or like towers or things like that to do it. You're actually taking the battlefield.
Yeah.
Until you're to the very end.
Yeah.
And you've smothered your enemy.
And then we just have a couple varied game modes along the way, so it's not just always going to be like a deathmatch style. because we also wanted to add a lot of environmental things that would cause the players to work together.
Oh gosh.
Oh, the gangbang!
He's probably been chasing you for like a whole minute.
Ooh. So here we go, classic showdown, Yamai versus Hanako.
So on a little bit of a deeper level, the kind of a lot of things in the game, the art direction and the story are from like extremely personal relevance things. So like Hanako's means flower child in Japanese, and it's kind of an equivalent to what my mother's name was, Jane, in terms of like popularity and things like that. And Yamai is kind of symbolic of disease, and sickness, and illness.
There's 2 Hanakos on you now.
Oh, it's going down.
And we'll relate that more. I actually do some of the lore writing for the game, try to bring it a little deeper.
Oh, I'm dead.
And we're trying to focus on bringing some of that into the lore as well, some of the backstory.
It's like Alexander and Alan are the 2 that are trying to get you.
Oh, don't hide, Matt. You can't hide. Go get him.
Yeah, so how big is this map? You said this is a pretty large one, yeah?
Yeah, this map's meant for probably 16 versus 16, which, by the way, if Alan wanted to make that a thing, he could make that a thing.
Add bots.
Now if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Does he have the bots kid?
Yeah.
All right, he does?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to tell Alan to drop the bots.
Drop the bots. Tell him,
bring in the bots.
What
bring in
happened?
the crash.
Bring in the crash.
All right, I'm going to relaunch.
All right.
So
Pre-alpha.
Exactly, this is pre-alpha. Everyone should understand, this is pre-alpha. Don't judge too much. Judge, but not too much.
not crashes. They happen a lot in game development.
This will probably actually be one of our larger maps. The other maps will probably all be a little bit smaller. This was really meant, because this would be the first map that you play in, period. So we just kind of wanted to give you an open range of go at it, have fun, figure out the game.
Gotcha. So you have like a stamina bar over here with the white flower?
Yeah, that's
key.
Yeah, it's your key.
That's your key. Got it.
It's used for blocking, sprinting, and special abilities and combos.
Gotcha. With a slow, so it regenerates?
Yes. You can also meditate.
Okay.
We have a mechanic that allows you to heal yourself when you're in a shrine or near a shrine.
Like anywhere you see Sakura trees with falling petals, that's kind of a healing area.
Awesome. Okay.
And that's kind of like that's the way from the art direction side. I'm using Sakura blossoms in nature to kind of be like, hey, this is my mom, guys. Like I want you guys to understand like her beauty and where she's coming from, and kind of
this
honor
guy
her.
Can
and so Yamai can come mess it up. Kind of similar to what Yamai stands for.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I play.
Awesome. This is really cool stuff. So what's next for Hanako? What are you guys up to? Like, what's your next step? Like,
well, we're doing the Kickstarter right now.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do the funding through that, and really, it's just kind of moving the team from the demo phase and working on Kickstarter and getting back into the groove of moving the game forward. You know, working on new levels, getting some of our new characters in there.
Ramp down from your Kickstarter crunch and then back to
everyone took the week off. We're like, all right, everyone go.
Oh, they're all against you. Oh wait, this is bot mode.
Oh, this is bot mode.
This is bot mode, Matt. Break out apple blossoms. Got to break out apple blossoms.
So your
I
AI,
have no health already.
Your AI is out there killing.
Oh yeah, these are the Odge bots.
I'll do my
best. These are the Odge bots.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh, there you go. You got some more guys on your side. I don't know if they're bots or people, but you know, they'll help.
going full lemmings. Yeah.
I got a question. Is the blue blood?
That's in like probably the most rough state of everything. What the petals are supposed to represent when they come out of striking is the type of status effect that they create. So blue is kind of like for knockdowns, and then like green is for poison, red is for bleeds. We kind of actually pulled out some of our abilities for the build, so it's a little more unclear because I was like the only one that has the blue.
Yeah, you wanted to get the playable. You want to focus on the playable.
But it's cool because at the end of the day, you got an America flag floating around your screen.
Yes, that's exactly what me as a samurai wants to see.
I know,
floating
right?
above my dead body.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So we got Claudel. I want to play it. LOL. Well, you can actually go to the Kickstarter page and pull a build and check it out.
Yeah, you can totally do that. And then when you get done with that, we even gave you the ability to post your score through Facebook onto our page.
On the interweb.
Exactly. We're trying to...
Technology.
Yay.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're hoping to do some contests and some other things around that to kind of get the community involved and excited about the demo. And
if anyone is gonna play, April 1st would be a good day to play it. We're gonna keep playing it. April 1st would be a great day to play.
April 1st is the great day to play. All right, I'll put it on my calendar for sure. No, this is great. We got about 10 minutes left or so. Just gonna hop into a couple quick questions, and we can continue playing or just chat.
Sure.
Here So like, what are some of the things you've learned while working on this game? Like, you've worked on other games and other creative endeavors in the past. Like, what's like one big thing that was like kind of surprised you to learn about creating this?
I learned a lot about people and just in general, and how to communicate and how to be a better leader just every day. And Connor and Ajni have been super pivotal in that growth, because early on I was super lone wolf. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to be involved, and I didn't really delegate very well.
Do you lose color if you get hurt?
Yes.
Yep, you desaturate as you die.
Okay, awesome. So if I see somebody that's kind of gray, I know I'm going to just go poach that dude.
Yeah, we were looking for another way to show it besides just like the health bar on your end. And, you know, we were looking for good ways to show it to the other team members as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your question.
Fine.
I just saw that for the first time. I was like, oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, typed it wrong.
And, yeah, so we've got a couple from the chat and from the forums here.
Sure.
Just so what was the hardest challenge you had to overcome when getting your game to where it is today? Like, what was the big thing? Like that one.
The hardest thing, honestly, is keeping everyone motivated. Everyone on the team has times when, you know, because we all work in our free time, that they need that.
Yeah.
They needed that little bit of extra motivation to keep going. That this is going to get where it's going to get, or, you know, it's okay to take a break if you're feeling a little burnt out.
Yeah, that's an important distinction too. You guys all work other places.
Yes.
And y'all have come together around this, you know, in your quote unquote spare time, right, to make this happen. So that's super awesome. Yeah, staying motivated, like.
I don't think the game ended.
And that's what, like, I've always said about accountability is always a great motivator, because if you have a bar out there, one of the first things I was taught when I was getting into games was be ready for when you make public what you're doing, because now you have people to keep you accountable. Like, now your name's on the line. I'm going to do this thing, and then people are like, oh, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So, original level design things, people say, like, go online and say you're going to build a level in 7 days, and guess what? In 7 days, have a level built. Doesn't matter. It'll help you do it. Game jams are good for that too, because you have that deadline. So you hop in, you learn, and you do that. But especially when you're doing it by yourself, keeping up that passion sometimes is a challenge. Like, is there anything in particular you guys do to kind of nurture that, like, and kind of feed that passion?
Well,
outside of just the, I mean, I know working is always scratch that back. You know, it's like oh, so good, but.
Me and Matt and Ajni, we try to make the best effort we can to fill any of the holes that anyone feels that they need. You know, if we see them kind of, you know, slowing down a little bit, we're like, well, let us come in and we'll help you with that. We'll get that done. You know, take a break. We encourage team members to take a break if they feel like they need it. If they feel like they're getting burned out, like, take a week or two off. Go, you know, just go collect yourself, have some fun. Don't worry about this.
Flexibility is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially the structure of the project. I mean, it's everyone's kind of volunteering. You know, sweat equity, like you said earlier. I like that term now. They're working on it out of passion, and it started as, you know, kind of a single dream, and it's kind of evolved into this brotherhood of shared dreams between everyone, and everyone has their own kind of dream associated with the project, and it's I've loved to see that evolution. That's exactly like what I stand for as a game developer, and what we stand for as Mpact Games, to make like that meaningful experience.
Yeah, and it's sorry, go ahead.
Playtesting together is probably another big one. We have a lot of fun as a team when we playtest together. When we get like a big night and we just get everyone in the game. Yeah, just messing around with it
as well. I've seen you guys
a couple times.
Yeah, it's funny too when you say that everyone has their own passions, and watching them grow and change over time, and, you know, people kind of discover that about themselves while they work on something for so long, and that's, you know, something that's game development's not easy, right? It's a chore of a task sometimes. It's very fulfilling, but having that and being able to still come together in agreement on stuff is actually a really, really awesome balance, right? Like, that's really awesome here. And I see I got another one on here too. What is your what was your planning strategy going into Greenlight, and any tips or tricks for other indie devs, for Greenlight in particular?
Well, we spent a lot of time on the video. We spent a lot of time researching videos for Greenlight and Kickstarter, I mean, we probably spent a couple weeks doing for each, just looking at other videos, seeing like what was a good length,
what content that they're putting up on there that are readily resonating with people, right?
Right. Yeah. So I mean, for every game it's different, and we really have to focus on trying to find like what was important to show in our video. What else did we do for Greenlight?
I mean, the video is the main focus. I mean, we felt like that's the first thing they see. It auto plays, like they're gonna get thrown in front of the game right away.
That and spending a lot of time just ramping up, friends and family and making sure that they knew what was going on. That's I know people say it a lot, but I think until you start doing a Greenlight or a Kickstarter, you don't realize how important it is to just constantly keep hitting up your friends and family and telling them to hit up people and getting that awareness out there.
Yeah, word of mouth type stuff. Yeah. Sorry for the coughs again. So yeah, like you had to, you talk about having to pull some features for that video and for the polished things here. How did you make those decisions? What did you focus on? Like you're like, I have all these things in the game. Everything's kind of at its minimum viable
Our
product.
professors back at SCAD were always an advocate of core gameplay. If a game is fun at its core, then the other stuff is usually forgivable. Because you want to have fun. And I think that's what we focused on, was our core gameplay always being the most fun. We have ideas for these really awesome things and the skill tree and stuff like that, but we were always focused on.
Is there a shooting you?
No, there's sparks.
Oh, okay, from sword hitting. That's funny.
He has a Final Fantasy sword.
Yeah, so core gameplay. Like, if you have something that's fun to play, and I think that rings true for a lot of games too. Like, a lot of the most fun games to play don't really have a whole lot of fluff outside of that core, what you do. That's what Valve's always been really good at doing that, right? Like they'll have like Portal, for instance. All you can do is shoot and shoot.
That's what Epic's always been really good at doing. That.
Yay!
So it was that and the level. We wanted to like one really good level you could play on, and then some really good core mechanics, and then just make all that the best it could look like. Hopefully, really encourage people when they see it to be like, I want more.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you is there a feature you wanted to get into the Kickstarter demo or anything that didn't quite make it?
There were I don't think there was any features that we wanted to put in there that we didn't make it.
Yeah, I think they all got in there. I mean, there was some nice to haves, and we ended up getting pretty much all of them. Yeah. I mean, I think if there was anything, maybe have like an easy, medium, hard kind of selection when you start. But we didn't talk about it really enough to do it. It was just something like, looking back on it now, like post-mortem on shipping that, it was kind of like, yeah, that would have been nice. So if someone that's never played like a PC game, they're picking it up, they think it looks cool, like they like martial arts or samurai, but they don't really play PC games, like they could start off super easy. Yeah. And I think that would have been a nice thing, but I think we pretty much hit the mark. Yeah, you kind of got what you want. That's great. I saw Alan earlier when we were doing a quick tech test. He picked up the controller. Are you adding controller support, or? It's a question that's been asked, and we've tried it once before just to mess around with it, and it worked out pretty well. Like our keys map really well. I think we're gonna move forward with trying to work out controller support for it. I think it'll work with our directionally driven attack systems, since you'll have both the analogs, so moving left, attack left, and all that good stuff. Yeah, because it's like watching him do it, it felt really natural. Like it seemed, like you said, that it mapped pretty well. I don't know a ton of people. Most PC players don't play with the controller and stuff, but you talk about people that don't necessarily play PC games. I think it's pretty in that kind of stuff. Sometimes that's more inviting than WASD and the mouse. And well, that'd be great. That was one of our other important things we're doing in the game. We wanted to be invited. We really wanted to be open to a bunch of different, multitude of players. So controllers. Well, we're getting pretty close on time here. So, is there where can people find out stuff? HanakoGame.com? Yeah. And Hanako Game Twitter? Yep. And then my personal Twitter too. Yeah. And development streams or Twitch. I love doing that. It's great. I've gotten such good ideas for the game or for art from fans. Just be like, hey dude, what about this? I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Yes. Yeah. We'll that's the thing. Yeah. Well, first we gotta check with Ajani. Is this a coach? Yeah. The lightsaber. The voice of reason. Exactly. But it's been great if I'm having like an art. I'm getting stuck on art. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this art piece, and they're like, what if you did this? And they send me an image of reference, and I'm like, I never thought about that. That's awesome. Well, they're also really good encouragement, right? I mean, you're working and they're coming to the stream, and I gotta give them credit too, because those guys, some of our biggest fans are in EU, and they stayed up to like 9 in the morning. They're all night helping us film the Kickstarter video, and they're like, it's no big deal. However much time you need, like we want this to be successful. Great, and I'm like, I love you guys. Oh, that's great. So if you're watching, I love you guys. New fans, I love you too. Great. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter too. And get the information at the Kickstarter. Of course.
Yeah, you've still got like most of a month, right? Like you just launched 2 days ago, so
Yeah,
you've got
27 days or so, and it's nerve-wracking being now we've launched every day. I'm like, oh, okay, please, we just because we believe in the game. We feel like we just need to get it in front of enough eyes to do what it needs to do, and hopefully people play the demo and they feel the same way.
Well, I'll be backing it. So
Thank you, Chance.
Now that we're past this point, now that you've sold me on it, man. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the support I've been looking for.
That's all I ask for, man. Come on.
I'm here to support you.
Oh God. Shelly, I think we need to wrap.
As you like beat me up in game.
Yeah,
like,
why are you just
they're like, oh,
started.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming in and hanging out with us. It's a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thank you so much,
game's looking great. Can't wait to see where it goes from here. And yeah, we're just super glad to have y'all.
Thank you.
So, Mpact Games, Hanako Soul Samurai, check it out. Thanks everybody for hopping on the stream. Congratulations to the Game Jam winners. We will see you here next week. We've got a stream on Tuesday. I don't know what the details of it are yet. I don't know that we posted it, but watch out for that soon in the forums. Catch UT on Wednesday right after that, same time, 2 o'clock. And then Thursday, we are dragging some of our VFX guys in here to talk about all the cool stuff that they're working on. So got Bill Cladis, if you guys are familiar with Imbue Effects. He is a senior effects artist at Epic as of a few months ago. And so he's going to come on here with Tim Ellick and Matt Hansey, and we're going to talk over some really, really cool stuff with VFX. So you don't want to miss it. Take care, everyone. Good to see you all again, and hope you like the new stage. Thanks for your patience with my cough and some of our awesome technical things that we're still working out. But yeah, we're really glad to have you. See y'all next time.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.